very different circumstances, not you did.
So I've been told. And told and told and told. Do you know she's been feeding us fucking lies here?
No, I don't.
Well, she has, however. But now the cat's out of the bag, because I found out some things.
What things?
Things I already suspected. But now I got proof from the most reliable sources, which I have checked on.
Just lowering your voice.
Some canary bird, huh?
No, just tell me quietly. What do you think you found out about my sister?
Lie number one. All this squeamishness she puts on, you should just know the lies she's been feeding to Mitch. The poor guy thought that she'd never been more than kissed by a fella. But Sister Blanche is no lily. Ha! Some lily she is.
What have you heard and who from?
As a plan, I've done a plan. Has been going through Laurel for years, and he knows all about her. In fact, everyone else in the town of Laurel knows all about her. She's as famous in Laurel as if she was the President of the United States. Only that she's not respected by anybody. Anyhow, this supply man stops at a hotel called the Flamingo.
What's a Flamingo?
She stayed there too.
No, my sister lived at Danai.
This is after the whole place had slipped through her lily white fingers. She moved to the Flamingo, a second-class hotel which has the advantage of not interfering in the private social lives of the personalities that stay there. The Flamingo is used to all kinds of goings-on. Even the management of the Flamingo were impressed by Dame Blanche. They were so impressed that they asked her to turn in her room key in for permanent. And this is only a few weeks before she came here.
Contemptible lies.
Honey, I see you're being upset by this. She pulled the wool over your eyes as much as Mitchell.
No.
Oh, yes.
No. It's pure invention. There's not a word of truth in it. If I were a man and this creature had dared to invent some things in my presence...
Honey, wait till I finish. I thoroughly checked on these stories. I told you. Now, the town was too small that it's going forever because after 2-3 dates with her, they got wiped out. Then she goes along. Same old lies, same old acts, same old fooey. But in the end, she was regarded not just a different character, but downright local. Nuts. For the last year, she's been washed up like poison. That's why she's here this summer, visiting royalty, putting on all this act, because she's practically told by the to get out of town. Yes, honey. Did you know there was an army camp in Laurel? And your sister was in one of those places called Out of Bounds? Well, so much for having such a refined and particular type of person. Which brings us to lie number 2.
No, I don't want to hear anymore.
She's not going back to teach school. And in fact, I'm willing to bet you she never did resign temporarily because of her nerves. No, Siri boss, she didn't. They kicked her out of high school before the spring term ended. And I hate to tell you the reason why that step was taken. A 17-year-old boy she'd gotten mixed up with.
This is making me sick.
The boy's dad learned all about it and got in touch with the high school superintendent. Boy, oh boy, I'd like to have been in that scene where Dame Blanche was cold on the carpet. I'd like to have seen her trying to squirm out of this one, but no! They had her on the hook, good and proper this time, and she knew that the jig was all up. They told her that she'd better move on some fresh territory. Yep, it was practically a town ordinance passed against her. worried about.
Well, I don't believe all of those stories, and I think that your supply man was mean and he wanted to tell me. It's possible that some of the things he said are partly true, but you see, there are things about my sister that I don't approve. Things that cause sorrow at home. My sister was always flighty.
Flighty?
But when she was young, I mean really young, she married a boy who wrote poetry. He was extremely good looking, and I think that Blanche didn't just love him, but worshipped the ground he walked on. She adored him and almost always too fine to be human. But then she found out that...
What?
This beautiful and talented young man turned out to be a degenerate. Did your supply man give you that information?
What we discussed was a recent history. It must have been a pretty long time ago.
Yes. A pretty long time ago.
How many candles are you putting in that cake?
I'll stop at 25.
Is company expected?
We have Mitch to come over for cake and ice cream.
I wouldn't be expecting Mitch over tonight.
What?
Mitch is a buddy of mine. We're in the same outfit together, 2 41st engineers. We work in the same plant, have the same bowling team. You think I could face him if...
Did you repeat what?
You're goddamn right I did. I have this thing in the rest of my life in my conscience if I know these things and I let my best friend get caught.
Is Mitch through with her?
Would you be if...
I said, is Mitch through with her?
Well, he's not necessarily through with her. Just why's that?
Sorry. She thought that Mitch was going to marry her. I was hoping so too.
Maybe he was. But he's not going to now. He's not going to jump in the time with the school of sharks now. Now, with all these things. Blanche! Blanche, can I please get into my bathroom?
Yes, indeed, sir. Can you wait on such a while, sir?
Having waited an hour, I suppose a second should pass in a hurry.
She hasn't done her job. What will she do?
She's not staying here after Tuesday, you know that, don't you? And just to make sure, I bought her a ticket myself. A bus ticket.
In the first place, Blanche wouldn't go on a bus.
She'll go on a bus and like it.
No, she won't, Sally. No, she won't.
She'll go! Period! P.S. She'll go on Tuesday.
What will she do? What on earth will she do?
Her future is mapped out for her. Hey, canary bird! Toots! Get out of my bathroom! stories, Blanche.
I like them when they're amusing, but not indecent.
I'm afraid I don't know any refined enough for your taste.
Oh, then let me tell one.
Yes, Blanche, you tell one. You used to know a lot of good stories.
Well, I must run from my repertoire. Oh, yes, I love parrot stories. Do you like parrot stories? Okay, this one is about the old maid and her parrot. She used to have a parrot that cursed the street, and he threw more vulgar expressions than Mr. Kowalski.
Huh.
So, the only way to hush the parrot up was to put the cover back to its cage, so the parrot thought it was night and go back to sleep. But one morning, the old maid had just uncovered the cage when she saw the priest come inside the house. She ran back to the cage and covered it. But when she was asking the priest how much sugar he wanted in his coffee, then the parrot would wake up with a loud and say, "God damn, but that was a short day." Well, apparently Mr. Kowalski was not amused.
Mr. Kowalski is too busy of making a big of himself, just to think of anything else.
That's right, baby.
Your face and your fingers are disgustingly greasy. Go wash up and then help me clean the table.
That's how I clean the table! You never talk that way to me! Big, polite, disgusting, vulgar, greasy. The kind of words have been on your mouth and your sister's too long around here. What you two think you are? A pair of queens? You remember what Huey Long said, every man is a king, and I am the king around here, so don't you forget it. Now my place is clear. Do you want me to clear yours?
What happened while I was bathing? What did you tell him, Stella? I'm sure he told you something about Mitch and me. You know why Mitch didn't come and you won't tell me. I'm going to go here.
No.
I intend to begin some explanation. I'm going to call him on the phone.
I hope you're pleased with your girls. I've never had so much trouble to swallow food in my life, looking at that girl's face and the empty chair.
Hello? Mr. Mitchell, please. Oh, I would like to leave a number if I may. Magnolia 1947. And say it's very important to call. Yes, very important. Thank you.
Still. So listen, baby. Listen, it's gonna be alright after she goes. Nothing to penetrate. It's gonna be alright again with you and me, the way that it was. You do know that way that it was, honey. Got them nights we had together. God, honey, we're gonna get them colored lights going with nobody's sister behind the curtain to hear, and that's gonna be sweet again. We can make noise in the night again. Stephen knew it.
Blanche,
Yes? Oh, pretty candles. Oh, don't burn them, Stella.
that's something here.
Oh, you ought to save them for baby's birthday. Oh, I hope candles are going to glow in his life. And I hope that his eyes are going to be like candles. Like two blue candles lighted in a white cake.
What for?
I shouldn't have called him.
There are a lot of things that can happen.
There's no excuse for it, Stella. I'll not be taken for granted.
God damn, it's hot in that steam. Sister Blanche,
Yes.
I've got a little birthday remembrance for you.
Do Stanley. I don't know why Stella wants to observe my birthday. I mean, when you reach the age of 27, this age is such a you would rather ignore.
27?
That's for me?
Yes.
What is it?
How do you like it?
What is that?
Ticket back to Laurel on the Greyhound. Tuesday. Don't forget all that I took off with her.
You have been so cruel to someone around as she is.
Delicate piece, she is.
She is! She was. You didn't know Lance was a girl. Nobody was as trusting, as tender as she was. People like you abused her and forced her to change. Do you think you're going bowling now?
Sure, eh?
No, you're not going bowling.
Let go of my shirt!
No, I want to know why. Just tell me why did you do this again?
Stella, when we first met, you thought I was common. And how right you was, baby, I was as common as dirt. You showed me a snapshot of the place with the columns, and I pulled you down on them columns and how you loved it, having them colored lights going. And wasn't it all okay till she showed up? Wasn't it all okay till she came, hoity-toity, describing me as a name? What is it, Stella? What is it?
Just take me.
I don't want non-stance liquor.
It is a stance. Everything here is a stance.
see you anymore.
Wait a minute, I can hear what you're saying. And you speak so little that when you do say something, I don't want to miss a single syllable of it. What am I looking around here for? Honestly. Well, we had so much excitement around here this evening that I am boxed out of my mind. Here's some. Some comfort. I wonder what that is.
Don't know what it is. It must belong to Sam.
Well, take your foot off the bed. It has a light cover on it. Of course, you boys don't notice things like that. I've done so much for this place since I've been here.
I'm sure you have.
You saw it before I came. Well, look at it now. This place is almost empty. I want to keep it that way. This thing is so sweet. It's terribly, terribly sweet. Why, it's a liqueur, I believe. Yes, that's what it is. A real liqueur. I don't think you will like it, but give it a try, and maybe you will.
I already told you, I don't want none of Sam's liquor, and I mean it. You should be drinking it anyway. He says you've been lapping it up all summer like some wildcat.
What? What a fantastic statement. Fantastic of him to say it, fantastic of you to repeat it. I want to send to the level of such cheap accusations to answer them even. What's in your eyes? I see something in your eyes.
It's dark in here.
I like it dark. The dark is comforting to me.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen you in the light. That's a fact.
Is it?
Yeah. You never want to go out in the afternoons.
Well, I meant you're on the plan in the afternoon.
Not Sunday afternoons. Plus, you're out on Sunday afternoons many times. You always make some excuse. You never want to go out till it's after 6. It's to some place that isn't lighted much.
I see some obscure meaning in this, but I failed to catch it.
What it means is I've never had a good look at you.
Well,
Let's have this light on.
what light?
This
What?
one.
What
With
for?
the red paper thing on it.
What did you do that for?
So we can take a look at you good and plain.
Of course, you don't mean to be insulting.
No, I just want to be realistic.
I don't want realism. I want magic. Yes, magic. I try to give them to people. I misrepresent things to them. I don't tell the truth. I tell what ought to be true. And if that is sinful, then let me be dead for it. But don't turn the light on.
I don't mind you being older than what I thought. But all the rest of it, Christ! The stuff that you dished out all summer, the malarkey about your ideas just being so old-fashioned. I knew that you weren't 16 anymore. I was a fool enough to think that you were straight.
Who told you I wasn't straight? My loving brother-in-law. And you believed him.
I called him a liar at first. And then I checked on his sources. I talked to this person's shore, and then directly over long distance to this merchant.
Who is this merchant?
Key favor.
The merchant Key Favor of Laurel. I know this man. He whistled at me once. I put him in his place. And now for revenge, he makes some stories about me.
3 people, Blanche. 3 people have all swore to this.
Without a doubt, 3 men in a town. And what a filthy town.
Did you never stay at a hotel called the Flamingo?
Flamingo? No, Tarantula was the name of it.
Tarantula?
Yes, a big spider. That's where I brought my victims. Yes, I had many intimacies with strangers. After the death of Adam, intimacies with strangers was the only way that I could fill my empty heart with. I think it was panic, just panic, that drove me from one to another, looking for some protection here and there, in the most unlikely places. Even at last, I set
You lied to me, Blanche.
Don't say I lied to you.
Lies, inside and out, all been lies.
Never inside. I didn't lie in my heart. Flores para los muertos. Flores. Somebody outside. What? Flores para los muertos. No. Flores para los muertos. Flores. Problems, failures, regrets, recriminations. If you had done this, it wouldn't have cost me that. Coronas para los muertos. Legacies. Coronas. And other things, such as blood-stained pillow slips. Her linen needs changing. Yes, Mother, but couldn't we get a colored girl to do it? No, of course we couldn't. Everything gone. Flores. Dead. I used to sit over here. She used to sit over there. And then was as close as we are. But we didn't even admit that we have ever heard of it. Coronas. The opposite is desire. So do you wonder? How could you possibly wonder? Not far from Belrive, before we had lost the way, there was a camp where they trained young soldiers. Saturday night they would come and have a big fun. On their way back home, they would stagger into my lawn and call Blanche. Then all the ladies would sing the but sometimes I sit outside and answer their calls. But later, I'd want to gather them up like daisies. A long way home. What did you want?
What have I been missing all summer? I don't think I want to marry you anymore.
Why?
You're not clean enough to bring it to the house with my mother.
Get out of here! Get out of here quick before I start screaming fire! Get out of here quick before I start screaming fire! Fire!
anyone sober enough to drive a car. Best way in the world to stop your head buzzing. Only you gotta be careful to dive where the deep pool is. If you hit a rock, you don't come up till tomorrow.
Unless you got somebody hidden in the back. What do you got those fine feathers for?
Oh, that's right. You left before my wire came.
You got a wire?
I received a telegram from an old admirer of mine.
Anything good?
I think so. An invitation.
What to, a fireman's ball?
A cruise of the Caribbean on
Oh.
a yacht.
And what do you know?
I have never been so surprised in my life.
I guess not.
It came like a bolt from the blue.
Who did you say it was from?
An old boat of mine.
The one that gave you the fox pieces.
Mr. Shep Handley. I wore his Ethiopian last year at college. I hadn't seen him until last Christmas. I ran into him on Biscayne Boulevard. Then just now, this fire invited me on a cruise of the Caribbean. The only problem is clothes. I tore into my truck to see what I have that's suitable for the tropics.
And you come up with that gorgeous diamond crown?
This old relic? It's only rhinestones.
Gosh, I thought it was Tiffany diamonds.
Well, anyhow, I shall be entertained in style.
Huh. Goes to show you never know what's coming.
Just when I thought my luck had begun to fail me.
Into the picture pops this Miami millionaire.
This man is not from Miami. This man is from Dallas.
This man is from Dallas.
Yes, this man is from Dallas, where gold spouts out of the ground.
Well, just so he's from somewhere.
Close the curtains before you undress any further.
That's all I'm going to undress now. See a bottle opener? I used to have a cousin who could open a beer bottle with his teeth. That was his only accomplishment. All he could do, he was just a human bottle opener. And one time at a wedding party, he broke his front teeth off. After that, he was so ashamed of himself that he used to sneak out of the house when company came. Beer from heaven. Shall we bury the hatchet and make him a loving couple?
No, thank you.
Well, it's a red letter line for both of us. You having an old millionaire and me having a baby.
What are you doing in here?
Here's something I always break out on special occasions like this. The silk pajamas I wore on my wedding night. When the phone rings and they say, you have a son, I'll tear this off and wave it like a flag. I guess we're both entitled to put on the dough.
When I think of how divine it's going to be to have such thing as privacy once more, I would weep with joy.
This man from Dallas is not going to interfere with your privacy, Annie.
It won't be the sort of thing you had in mind. This man is a gentleman, and he respects me. What he wants is my companionship. Having great wealth sometimes makes people lonely. A cultivated woman, a woman of breeding and intelligence, can enrich a man's life immeasurably. I have those things to offer, and this doesn't take them away. Physical beauty is passive, a transitory possession, but beauty of the mind and richness of the spirit and tenderness of the heart, and I have all those things, aren't taken away but grow, increase with the years. How strange that I should be called the destitute woman, when I have all those treasures locked in my heart. I think of myself as a very, very rich woman, but I have been foolish, casting my pearls before swine.
Swine, huh?
Yes, swine, swine. And I'm thinking, not only of you, but of your friend, Mr. Mitchell. He came to see me tonight. He dared to come here in his work clothes and to repeat slander to me, vicious story that he had gotten from you. I gave him his walking papers.
You did, huh?
But then he returned with a box of roses to beg my forgiveness. He implored my forgiveness. But some things are not forgivable. Deliberate cruelty is unforgivable. It's the one unforgivable thing in my opinion, and it's the only thing that of which I have never been guilty. So I said to him, I told him, thank you. But it was foolish of me to think that we could ever adapt ourselves to each other. Our ways of life are too different. Our attitudes and our backgrounds are incompatible. You have to be realistic about such things. So, farewell, my friend, and let there be no hard feelings.
Was this before or after you received the telegram from the Texas old millionaire?
What telegram? No, after. After. As a matter of fact, the wire came just as...
As a matter of fact, there wasn't no wire at all. There is an old millionaire, and Miss June came back with roses because they know where he is. There isn't a goddamn thing but imagination, and lies, and conceits, and tricks. And take a look at yourself. Take a look at yourself in that worn-out Mardi Gras outfit, right there for 50 cents from some rack figure. And with a crazy crown on, what queen do you think you are? Not you from the beginning. Not once did you pull any wool over this boy's eyes. You come in here and sprinkle the place with powder and spray perfume and cover the light bulbs with paper lights, and lo and behold, this place is dirty to Egypt. And you're the queen of the Nile, sitting on your throne and swilling down my liquor. I say, ha ha, can you hear me? Ha ha ha!
They're coming here! Operator, give me long distance. I want to get in touch with Mr. Chef Handley of Dallas. He's so well known, he doesn't require any address. Just, no, please understand. Operator, never mind long distance. Just get Western Union. Western Union? Yes. Take down this message. In desperate circumstances, help me. Caught in a trap. Caught in a trap.
Interfere with you? Ha! Come to think of it, maybe it wouldn't be bad to interfere with.
Stay back! Don't you come to word me another step or
What?
some awful thing will happen at the will.
What are you putting on now?
Please don't. I'm in danger.
What's that for?
Some twisted broken end in your face.
I bet you will do that.
I will!
Also, you have some roadhouse. Okay, let's have some roadhouse. Silence, drop it, drop it. We'll have this thing from the beginning.
Straight and make by God.
Buonasera, sueco.
That in English, Greaseball.
Cursing your running luck.
You know what luck is? That is believing you are lucky. Because Salerno, I believed I was lucky. I figured 4 out of 5 would not come through, but I would and I did. I put that down as a rule. With wrong position in a drag race, you gotta believe you are lucky. Oh, hi. What's the matter with him? What's the matter with her?
Sleeping like an angel. I brought you some strawberries. At lunch?
Baby,
How is she?
she wouldn't eat anything, but she asked for a drink.
What did you tell her?
I'm just talked about we made arrangements for her to rest in the country. She's going to mix in her mind and start coming.
Stella,
Yes, love.
if anyone asks for me, tell them I'm in the bathroom and I'll call